All right, getting everything set up here. Woof. I got 3 heaters going right now on max, and it's starting to feel okay. When I walked in, it was 45 degrees. It's now up to 55 degrees, starting to feel toasty. All righty. Let's get our background music going. So I'm going to switch from orchestral to classical. Our old friend classical. Let's see. Or peaceful. Let's try peaceful. Oh, and apparently not capturing yet. There we go. And then let's get this capture going. Where's my, let's see, there's Brave Browser Beta. There it is. Okay, wasn't with the others. Okay, and this might show the wrong thing here in just a second when I pull up my screen. But we're going to go ahead and switch over early. So let's give it a 5 count. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, cool. So it did happen to keep the screen correct this time. Let me go ahead and pull this down a little bit. I might want to back that out a little more. Yeah, let's back it out a little bit. There we go. That way we got a little more room to move around. Okay, so with that, let's go ahead and pop a top, my friends. We're going to get started on, I'm calling this the Webi V2 series, because although I am going to be doing some Webi V1 stuff, and I might still put things on the Webi V1 playlist. Oh, I'm sorry, I was not respectful in honoring that Mountain Dew opening. I hope that the gods of Dew will forgive me. Although, it doesn't really matter whether they do or they don't, since they don't exist. But, here we go. I'm going to do half and half and half and half. So regular Dew, sugar Dew, regular Dew, because I can't pour them both in at the same time on camera. There we go. Good to the last drop. I'm not going to waste a single drop out of this precious resource. There we go. Woo! I did waste a drop there. The drop got on the lid, and then the lid turned, and the drop fell. Alright. Not an ice cube too few. Yep, putting the lid on. Soda touches the lid in multiple places. That's exactly the way it should be. As full as it can be without wasting a drop. So, what I was saying then, I'm going to turn down one of these heaters at least. Oh, turn them both down now. That's getting closer to 55 in here. That's nice and toasty. Okay, what it's saying is that the work on Webi V2 has begun. I would say that this commit right here is kind of the first commit that's really toward that goal, or maybe not quite even toward that goal yet, but is a predecessor, is the kickoff for that goal. So we're going to have the ability to use Git as a source, not GitHub, just Git. So what this change does, and I need to rebase it, Give me a second to do that. This needs to go over here. 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 This can probably just go over there as well. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and go... What I've been doing, by the way... Let me get everything in the place it's supposed to be here. Chat moved over. Okay, good. So first let me just go ahead and rebase it and push the rebased version, and then I'll go into it. So we're going to... Oh, whoops. Duh, I'm not in the repo yet because I just rebooted my computer because Apple is just getting too good at being Microsoft. And now I have to reboot my computer every couple days. Was I thought I saw my audio bar. Hold on, are we? Okay, good. Well, I saw a blinking. It looked whatever. Hold on a second. Definitely not muted. Good. All right, so let me just go ahead and rebase this first and let it run its chores. And then I'll talk about what it is and what it's doing and why it's important. Oh, of course. That shouldn't be too surprising to me. Let me go ahead and I'm going to do get rebase -I and get rid of any duplicate commits. So that one is duplicate. I think that's the only one that's duplicate. I think the rest of these... Let's see, raw. There we go. So I just freshly cloned that. So let me explain what's going on here. So by adding not just GitHub releases as a source, but actual Git and Git tags as a source, I had to do some refactoring that kind of just opened my eyes again to how complicated Webi has become. And that's very antithetical to Webi's purpose. The code should be easy to read. Anyone should feel safe installing from Webi. And now there's so much conditional logic that it's hard to feel safe. Because you can't just read the script and say, oh yeah, this is just plopping this in that place and then unpacking it. And that's what it needs to be. The install script, when somebody looks at the source of the install script, it needs to basically have any choices that can be made need to already be made. And so my thought is to have another endpoint, an official authenticated API input. Well, maybe not authenticated. Maybe not. I'll have to see. Anyway, have an endpoint for fetching the install script, and have the install script that comes back be very, very easy to read, not have a bunch of conditional logic. So there's going to be a bootstrap script that must have some conditional logic, and that will produce the install script. And the install script, rather than the logic being in bash, I think I'm going to put the logic behind the web server. But anyway, this is the bit here where we can now do git tags. And I'm just using UUID to make a temp directory. There's other ways I could have done that would have been simpler. I could have just done a couple of raw bytes and turned it to hex, whatever. It's amazing that UUID is a standard now, but we still don't have the ability to turn binary into hexadecimal or base 64 with the standard library. That blows my mind. That's just one of those quantum leaps of went from one thing to another without the things in between. But this is random UUID is a web standard, FYI. Okay, so check exists, get tags. I mean, there's nothing too interesting here. It's just there's probably a this is the bare minimum that was needed in order for this to be done. I don't like pulling in dependencies. I'd rather, copy and paste 50 lines of code than have a dependency. The 50 lines of code here is correct. It does what it needs to do. All right, then we get all releases, and then we just transform the get information into the way we need it. Now, I did have to add the get tag here. That wasn't there before. So there's a new thing now. If you go to Webi, let's say that we go to Webi. This is beta. Let's go to next. Next is where this is live right now, or live-ish. Actually, I need to double check on that. Let me go Webi next. Okay, feat get source. Good. So let me just go ahead and get switch main. Get pull. Get switch. Get pull. Get rebase main. That should do nothing. Okay, good. All right, so this is all set up correctly. Then I'm going to go ahead and I don't think I have to restart it. I think I have this one on basically anytime a file changes. I think it restarts the server. But we'll go ahead and do that. And then if we look at the releases, now we have a couple of new things. One, we have the ability to specify that this is not OS or architecture dependent. I'm thinking of turning that from star to POSIX because there are some things that truly are not dependent at all, like Vim script and fonts. Vim script and fonts have no system dependency. I think what I'm going to do is also add an OS that is just, that's POSIX. So POSIX shell scripts would fit into that category. And then an architecture, or maybe OS would be star and architecture would be POSIX. That would probably be correct because you can have a POSIX shell on Windows. You probably don't. But I'm glad I was talking through that with y'all because that's actually kind of important. Well, we should leave the, and then architecture here could also be basically POSIX or perhaps, I don't know. I hesitate to say Win32, although that's the way that Windows itself calls itself, but that's essentially what it would be. Push that out a little more. Actually, I'm going to push this out all the way, and then we're going to pull it back in. Okay, pull it back in till the top of my head. There we go. Give me a little more breathing room. I adjusted this the other day because I was on a call. And so I had to unset it from my perfect position that it's always been set at. Or not always, but recently. Okay, so that's one of the things we did. We added external get to be a format, and then the download URL is the get URL, and then the get tag, separate from the version or the name, because the version is stripped so that it is Simver, and V is actually not part of Simver. Well, these aren't always all part of Simver either, but they are, if they can be Simver, they are Simver. Let's put it that way. All right, and then, okay, that's a little better. All right, what else then? And then we have the get commit hash, and I was thinking about putting the long hash there as well, but you put G in front of that, and then it does the thing. Anyway, oh, we have a llama now, by the way. If you wanna use the power of ChatGPT but locally, I'm just gonna throw this in there. I'm gonna plug this one quite a bit. So Olama lets you do there's a variety of models. So there's with ChatGPT, there's GPT-3, 3.5, 3.5 Turbo, and GPT-4. So with Olama, they have a similar system, but the models have very different names. They're not just versioned. There's Llama 2, there's Mistral, there's SQL Coder, and some of the model names are based on what they're tuned to. And I think that this could be a bigger winning strategy in the long run, because if you can have smaller models that are more well tuned, I would think that you would get better results than having super, super, ultra, ultra large models that are less well-tuned. Anyway, so the default thing is a CLI, and then I also have the instructions here. If you want to have the web UI, just copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste, and then you have the web UI. Anyway, that's not what I was here for, but I think that the LLM stuff is, some of it's interesting, and that's one of the things that I would classify as interesting. Okay. So, yeah, I had to touch a bunch of different parts of the system. I had to touch the releases to add the git tag for both PowerShell. Oh, the one thing that I actually can't release this yet, is I did not update PowerShell accordingly. So I need to figure that out real quick. We'll see if that's real quick or not. And then there was a bit of refactoring that happened before this that I would say is kind of the start of Webi 2 in a way. Just an effort to make things simpler and cleaner. Because it won't actually be well, we don't provide an API, but nothing will break. People are not going to have to upgrade. Okay, so Webi git clone. That's the piece that I inserted in for this. It's just that it checks if it's already downloaded, and then it starts downloading it. And what I want to do for Webi 2 is basically take these functions and then pre-template them with values that we know are good where we can. So we may not know what their temporary directory is, but we know what the name of the file must be. And so I think what I want to do is copy and paste the function, but anything that can be known on the basis of what they're installing, the templates will just be filled out ahead of time. Although this would make something like this look very, I guess some of the local URLs, I don't know. We'll figure it out. But I want it to have fewer variables and fewer ifs to read much more simply. And of course, it's always simplest if you just rough whatever was there and then copy it over new. In terms of reading it, you don't have to do the detection of whether or not it's there. But that I don't really want to do. Anyway. Because it's wasteful. Well, if it's already downloaded, I guess it's not that wasteful. I'll have to consider that more. But then there'd be a condition of if it's already downloaded, because we don't want to have to download something again. Yeah. Plus a message does print out that says basically rumrough to reinstall from scratch and gives you the path. Okay, and then what was this one? Oh, we updated the test. So before, this is how I used to write JavaScript a few years ago. Which, I mean, this is not by any means the worst of it, but this is the kind of dumb stuff I used to do. And now, look at it. Super easy to read. We're going to check, is it a supported extension? If not, we're going to continue. Is it stable? If not, we're going to continue. Is it a supported operating system? If not, we're going to continue. So this right here, much easier to read than this. This, you really got to stare at it, squint, figure out what's going on. This, plain as day. And that's how I'm trying to write all my code now. Gosh, how did I fit that? Oh my goodness, I can't believe I fit creating a regular expression and testing it in all in one line with all these other checks. That's just blah. That's so difficult to say, oh yeah, I need to make a change to this and know that it's not going to have side effects. Whereas here, super clear where there would be a side effect or not. Okay. Anyway, going down, going down, going down. That's good. That I got to think about how I'm going to clean up later. Because if we do architecture is POSIX or something like that. I have to think about. Okay, so Vim commentary. I'd actually like to see this side by side. Let's do this as a side-by-side view. Go down here. And so there's our new releases file. So that the lines of this, the complexity of this actually increased because now it supports versioning, which before it did not. And that was a problem that came up as a problem for me in one particular scenario with Vim.ale, where Vim.ale bumped a version and I just didn't have a way to revert it. And so now I will have a history of what versions have been installed. When I update, I'll know. Well, assuming that I get Vim.ale on the new system and everything. But I wanted to try out with one that is not as commonly installed first. Yeah, so overall, it seems that there's an increase in the number of lines, which generally, you know, when we're refactoring, if we can decrease the number of lines, that's good, unless it's something crazy like what I was showing before, where we have to increase the number of lines because the goal one is readability. Anyway, so I do need to finish up with the PowerShell version of this. So I have to think on that one. Let me go take a look at Vim commentary, PowerShell install here, and this one has no variables, and so that's nice. I kind of wish I would just set that to home up top. I probably should do that. Maybe when I redo the PowerShell scripts I will, but somehow we... Yeah, why is this so complicated and that one so simple? I am going to ask... Actually, let me ask Olama. Where's Olama at? I will ask Mistral. We'll see how Mistral does at this today. Just a second here. There's another one that's trained on code. This one isn't necessarily trained on code. It's general purpose, but I'll just try it anyway. So let's do 3 ticks, and then I will ask it, translate this bash to PowerShell. I'll paste it in. Oh, interesting. Not sure what happened there, but we'll go with it. Okay, I guess it decided to render it. Oh, interesting. Translate this bash to PowerShell. Okay, didn't quite get it right, but it looks like it got pretty close. So I love how it used PHP highlighting for it. Interesting. Cool. So let's go ahead and try that as the PowerShell one. And then we'll have to change out home. Actually, I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to say we assign home up top to be env user profile. Why they don't do that for us, I don't know. That seems like that should just get done. And then anywhere there's env colon, we can just get rid of that. Whoops. Except there. And then anywhere we have env colon user profile, we could instead just have home. All right. And then I'm not sure if this is actually correct. Missing closing. Let's see what this did for me here. What was the... Where did Mistral go? Where did I put it? Okay. Oh, interesting. It did an expression style. Okay, so if not, then new item type file. Okay, that's good. And then it looks like it kind of screwed this one up. And it's not quoted. Okay, there's a lot that's wrong with this one. I think that ChatGPT would have done a better job, and maybe one of the code models would have done a better job. Okay, this also does not say to ignore errors. So let me go grab from another one real quick. I wasn't expecting... I forgot that I still had to do the PowerShell version of this. So let's... what's a good one to take a look at? Oh. Okay, new item. Item type directory force out null. Look at that one again. Path. Recurse or error action ignore. What's the PowerShell equivalent of mkdir p? Okay, so we do recurse. All right, good. How can I escape PowerShell to make it multi-line? Backticks. There's no backticks in this expression. I don't actually know what it's talking about because I don't see backticks, but that may be a syntax limitation of how it's doing the output and stuff. Anyway. Okay. I'm going to ask GPT. Well, actually, I wish that Olama would just list the models that it has available from the command line, so I don't have to go look it up on the website. Code Llama. Wizard Coder. Okay, let's try Code Up. Open Orca, open chat model in the garage. Band. Star Coder. Okay, Star Coder. We'll try some Star Coder too. Try Llama Code or Code Up and Star Coder. And SQL Coder is one I want as well. Code Booga. All right, well, that's going to take a while. That's 7 gigabytes. So in the meantime, I'll grab my old friend ChatGPT and ask it. How do I write multi-line PowerShell expressions? Backtick, backtick, backtick. Okay, so it did give me the right answer. It just said it in a way that I wasn't... that I didn't understand. Okay. I'm kind of torn between wanting to do it the opposite way. Kind of like that better, actually. Okay, anyway. It's not that important overall. Wait. The variable home cannot be assigned because it's read-only? Nana Yalte! Is this true? Hold on, I need to Pull up my Windows computer here. I don't have much time to do the stuff I was hoping to do. Well, I didn't have much time to start with, but... Cold! All right, I'm going to get through this. And then carry on. Okay. And then what did we need to do? Do we do any rumruff in here? We do. So in this one, we actually do the same thing. So what's the difference then? What's up, Scorp? How you doing? Okay, so we're gonna do this. I'm gonna have to basically copy this. Oh, whoops. I'm gonna have to copy it from somewhere else. I'm gonna have to copy it from... Command, get command... Wait, where was it? Not releases, it was... template. Right? Okay. Actually, that in of itself is not enough. It's the whole thing here. Yeah, there we are. Okay, so config, quiet, depth, single branch. If not, command get. Okay. And then I think this is where we need Webi download or Webi URL, or let me see what it is in one of the other ones. See, this is... One of the things that needs to happen is great documentation for this. For the different variables and have them be the same across PowerShell. Alright, so we had Webi version, Webi package file. I actually like that idea. And then Do we actually have the download part? Or the download part is done. Oh no. Oh no. Did I neglect an entire piece here? Oh yes, I did. I neglected the fact that I have to get this all done. For the Windows side. Oh no. Of course it's never simple. All right. It's about time I need to go, but I don't want to. I wanted to finish this. Dang it. Okay. So there is a Webi path add. But is there a download? Okay, maybe that's in the bootstrap. Okay. So where's the curl.exe? I'm so confused. Okay, so it is in... Okay, fetch archive is there. Okay, I think I already copied that even. Actually, I think Bat is the one that was the most up to date out of these. So fetch NVC runtime and then fetch archive. Okay, maybe it wasn't. Xcuddy. That's got to be the one that's the most up to date. This is the problem I have with the PowerShell ones, is they're the most different. Okay, I was going to test out on Windows. What happens if I go into PowerShell and I do echo home? Huh! It works! Holy cheese snippets! And that's the same as doing echo env user profile? Ah! It is! I don't know when that changed. But yeah, PowerShell apparently does respect home. So you can just have home. Alright. Okay, so... How did I decide to do this? I want to mirror the way that I did it on the POSIX side, even though it's not great on the POSIX side. I just want to mirror it anyway. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Package command name, yes. Package no exec is true. Package dest should be about the same. There is no bin, so there's no bin directory. All right, and then my name. We'll do my Vim name equals commentary. I think I should fix that in the other one as well. My package name. Okay. Okay, actually that one would be considered to be Webi package, would it not? Hold on. Deep in the bowels here. Okay, Webi. All right, PKG name. There we go. There is none. Home. All right, we don't need to worry about it. Go compiling in this case. So we're going to fetch the archive. So I believe this would be, if not, downloading. Oh, I need to get rid of that. I wonder if this does anything. Probably not. Oh, it does. Okay, so in PowerShell that means something too. I'd probably just want to use that then. All right, and this would be cloning. Package name at Webi get tag. Actually, I think we can leave that off. Do package download. Where's that at? Webi package file. Okay. Okay, this works out great. And then we get rid of repo. And we do have a little function vim init, which is fine. All right, where was that Webi package URL? So we're going to do the clone here. Okay. Depth 1, single branch, branch name. And then package download. So then I need to ask, where's my llama at? Okay. How do I generate a random string in PowerShell? All right. Is this true? Let's try this out and see if this actually works. PowerShell. All right, let's try. Do we have a get random thing here? Get random. Oh. Set seed. Count, shuffle. Maximum. Minimum. I think get random gives you a number, is my guess. So to string, let's see if it does X. I doubt it. Let's try this way. Oh! Holy macaroni! That worked! I don't believe it's not butter! Alright, so let's say the minimum is... What's 255 times 255? Or what's math.pow 16 to the 16 minus 1. Alright. So we'll say that's our minimum, because if we did this to string hex, whoops. Yeah, okay, that gives us the minimum. Well, what if we just did 32? Yeah, okay, so we'll do this. We'll get a hex string with a minimum of this and a maximum of this. There we go, that's great. That works. I don't know if that's the best way to do it, but it does what I need doing. And I'm not a PowerShell expert. And I don't see PowerShell as something to necessarily gain expertise in, because it's very niche. Alright, so my rand equals Okay, and then after that, we want to move it. I'm actually going to get rid of these. Okay, so that's how we fetch the archive. And we don't need to do any curling. Okay. So that fetches the archive. Let's just try that. So we're going to remove my package name. All right, how do we return from a function in PowerShell? How to return from a function in PowerShell. Oh, I had to think about that one. Okay. Oh, nice. Multiple return values. Cool. So we just return. Wait. You can also exit and return a value? That doesn't make sense. I don't know if that's true. Well, we'll find out. So if it exists, then we return. We can just say, right, host, bound, Package download. Now, one thing that I wanted to do was, well, and I did do in the other version, was shorten that. Okay, cloning. All right, and then what are the last things we need to do then? Oh, so we actually have multiple downloads that we need to do too. So we should probably, in the function, we should probably pass in the URL. All right, so we're going to do a Vim download. And then we'll do a Vim install. There we go. Okay, we'll get rid of my name. Instead, we're going to do my Vim name. Okay. So there we are. env Webi host. That one needs to go up towards the top. Oh, interesting. So null actually has to go that way, huh? I can appreciate that. That actually deserves to go into... Well, now I see. I remember why this is here. Because a lot of the PowerShell functions can be run on their own without the template function having been run. But actually, I don't think that's as true anymore. So I'm just going to move that back into the template function. Or I can just put it right here. Or, no, I'll take it back into the beginning of the file. Because there is some utility in having it there. I'll sort through that later. Okay. Okay. Webi PKG name. Vim init, make sure that there's a Vim RC, a place for plugins to go, a place for plugin config to go. And this would be my Vim name. Okay, my Vim name. Whoops. We'll go with that. My Vim file name. Okay, so I think that that's about right. This is what these should look like. And then this bit here should also move into the template. So basically there should be a Vim, or not a Vim, a PKG download. This should be my DL path. My DL path, my DL file path, so that we're perfectly clear there on what that is. Well, even that is not quite right. Path is more accurate in this case. So that should be path. That's that Webi package path. Should be what that is. And then the other one should be the dir. But this is that is actually the path. Webi PKG file. To do deprecates. To do replace Webi PKG file, which is sometimes a dir. But that's not really a path. Dang it. Path name. Path entry. See, now I'm in. I guess that can work. All right, so Vim install, Vim download. Oh, do we have the install? Remove existing. Okay, because the remove existing is going to happen after we clone. All right, copy item. So let's change my DL path to PKG source. And actually here, let's see what the download location ought to be. Oh, also I need to check my phone. All right, I'll have to send. Okay. All right, so I think with this, we're good. We'll see. Copy from source to destination. So this would just be install in general. So it's not really vim install, that's just install. And then this would just be, I think this would just be PKG source. Because if I did this and this... Oh no. Not source, dest. Ooh, this one presents us with a slight problem. Well, maybe, maybe not. I'm going to leave that. Okay, so I think I can test this now. Let's see. Hopefully Windows is still alive. Oops, how long have I been on mute? Probably since I typed my password in, which has only been a couple minutes. Well, maybe more than a couple. Hey! Okay. How can I make PowerShell exit on failure? It's like silently continue false or something. How can I set the default behavior to exit? That's probably wrong. All right. Error action preference. Okay, that is what? Error action preference is? Then I'm very confused. Because that should have just stopped rather than continue. All right, let's try it again. Okay. Okay. There we go. Eh. All right, I'm going to try it one more time. I think I got it now. Whoops. Hmm. Okay. All right, that's it. Right. If end session path return. Otherwise. Path name. Okay. Okay. So at this point, reserve red for error. What's something that has a funny path? I want to find something that tells me to update my path. What will install into opt? Not many things. Maybe FFmpeg? CMake. Let's try CMake. No, let's try FFmpeg. No, that's probably not going to work. Dashboard. Oh, how about Dino? Let's try that one. Does that have its own thing? No, that doesn't really have its own thing. What has its own thing? Go. Oh, maybe Git. Let's try Git. Okay. Oh, that was another thing. Is git install ps1. See, how do we check for go? No, what was the thing that required go? Xcaddy. How do we check for go? Okay. How can we check if a program is in the path on with PowerShell? Oof. With git command. I think the problem with git command is that it returns an error. Let me try this real quick. Whoops, not node. PowerShell. Okay. Command equals npx. How can we make git command silent on error? So in this one, the code up on Olama did better. On the last one, it gave a better answer. This git command came from that. Okay, error action equals silent. Cool. Thanks, Code Llama, or Code Up. That worked. That was the right thing. Okay. If git command name all right, so that should work just as well for this. As for this. Checking for get. Okay. Um. Okay. What was the other one here? All right, so let me go ahead and pull these down on this side. And then just do a little rebasey. Doing commentary. What? I'm very unclear as to where the conflict is here. Add a thing in the empty space. Okay. Gee, that really does seem like a conflict. Now that you put it that way. Is this going to be similar? Hopefully. Don't get me wrong. I prefer it to be this stupid. Oh, in the last one. Hold on. I think I get it now. Both one lines were added. Okay, and then let's go ahead and pull this on this side. Successfully rebased. Okay, and then a couple more tests. I wish I could roll back my Windows installation right now, but I can't. So, there's that. Okay. Okay. Local opt go bin. All right. So I'm going to get out of this command prompt. I'm going to exit this command prompt. I'm going to delete a bunch of stuff. Basically, I'm going to delete the whole local folder. And then I'm going to try again. Okay. Oh. Okay, cool. The yellow actually looks better than the red and white did anyway. Okay, so that's still coming through. That's great. One thing I want to change here, actually, before we set sail on this, would be the actual command. Okay, so same thing, command, PowerShell, just changing the background color. Fix, where's red? Okay, and then I think I want to try... Whoops. Okay. Did this actually do the thing for... Git, though? Okay, so the thing... It did not work. Checking for Git. I didn't see that in the output here. Was that not... Maybe that wasn't actually there. Let's try that again. Okay. Let's see. Why would that not have executed? Git shallow clone. Oh, okay. Let's just edit the one here real quick. And have this try one more time then. Okay, so we would have had to update the path. So let's try this. How can we update the path in place in PowerShell? Okay, one last thing. env path equals in this case local dir.local opt get command. Okay. So I actually should move that up, but I'm going to go ahead and try running it now anyway, because it should work. Local opt get command. env path equals home dot local. Okay, try something here. Okay, why is that not working? All right, let's try this. Set environment variable path, env path, target user. Okay, let's try that. Let's see if that works. That did not work either. It didn't throw an error. Ah! Well, I didn't notice that before. Was that always a thing? Okay, cool. So we're on to the next error. Excellent. So that did work. So I am going to call that a huge success. Let's see if that still works. Okay, so that one can't do that because of that. Okay, that's okay. All right, so the next thing then is env package name. Was that Webi package name? Env package name. Let's make sure that that is actually templated out. Package name, package name, package. Okay. All right. Okay. Package URL. PKG URL. Webi package URL. Rel download. PKG URL. Okay, no, how about Webi template sh PKG URL. Webi PKG URL. Okay, so that's the same either way. Webi PKG URL. Webi PKG URL. All right, then let's see if we can figure out Webi PKG URL. My temp. Package source PKG src. Package source. Webi PK. Oh, whoops. All right, let's try this again now because I don't think I'd restarted it since I changed that release file. I think we're good to go. Interesting. cloning Vim commentary from doesn't exist. All right, well, I'm going to have to let this one hang. Because I've got other places to go. Well, let's see here. Template, Bootstrap, PS1. Okay. If not releases dot length. But this worked for... Oh, hold on. All right, let's try this. And OS equals Mac OS. No problem. And OS equals Windows. No problem. And Arch equals AMD 64. No problem. Okay. Try. And channel equals stable. Okay, why is it saying it doesn't exist? Cloning Vim commentary from doesn't exist. All right. I mean, this should work, right? I mean, this... Oh, unless... Hold on. Did I forget to add Webi, Bootstrap, PS1? Okay. Zip, zip, zip. Transform releases. Bootstrap. Template. PowerShell. Ooh. Oh, so that one is going to require an update. Okay. All right, cloning. To. And this makes it seem like it could not find the file. All right, so there's a couple things going on here. Get one is I'm just not sure that this is actually correct with the git clone. PKG source to package source, PKG source, Webi PKG path name, Webi PKG path name. That's not showing up. rel.name. There is a name here, is there not? Yep, there is. Okay. So rel.name. Rel.name. So this one is very confusing to me because I don't see anything indicating that this shouldn't work. Webi PKG path name. Again, I can just restart it. But, you know, if it wasn't working before, Webi PKG path name. Maybe it's not an ENV. Is it an ENV? Let's check and see here. That one may not be ENV. That one may just be, I don't know. I think it is ENV though. But let's make sure that it's in the template. Webi template.ps1. There we go. Path name. Okay. All right, I think that's the last one. Fingers crossed. It's cloning. Oh. All right, so the last bit of the puzzle here is it seems that Git on Windows does not like having this extra bit here. And it could be that Webi PKG URL is empty. I mean, let's go ahead and take a look at that real quick too. Webi PKG URL. No, I mean, because it says it's right there. So my question is git clone vim commentary git clone tick 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 tick. So for some reason it's thinking that my temp is the out file. How to specify download location of git clone on Windows. Asking both Code Llama. And it looks like it just spit out nonsense. Let's try this. Let's just see if that makes a difference. Okay. Oh, so Webi get tag. That's the thing that was missing here. Okay. So quotes don't work the same way in PowerShell. If something is empty, it just gets skipped over. So Webi get tag. Was also missed. No, Webi get tag's right here. Webi get tag. Okay. Webi get tag. It's in template. It's here. env, env. Webi get tag. Oh, I see it. Do you see it? Okay. Hopefully that's the nail in the coffin on this one. Okay, branch 1.3 not found in upstream origin. Okay, let's double check what we've got here for releases. Get tag. There's our problem. Get tag. All right, nail in the coffin, yes or no? It's coming, it's coming. Hallelujah. Okay. So let me pull this. Okay. Let's run fumped. Okay, good. Okay, so path name. Go back here. Wait. Oh, crapola. All right, get tag, package URL, path name. All right, so which one are we at? We're at okay, get add Webi releases, get diff. It's going to be the same one. Diff w cached. Okay, that's great then. All right, let's pull on this side, and then try it again. All right. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, there's only one more thing, little tiny thing left here, which is that when it gets to copy item, there should be a check and there should be a found, right? Well, wait, hold on. Now this one, remove existing. That should be the one that we remove. So we should have done a recursive remove of that before we did a copy to it. FN remove existing. So let's remove the error action ignore on this for a moment and rerun this. Cannot remove. Oh no. You do not have sufficient permissions. This problem has come up a couple of times now. So let's try this. Windows IDX get pack sufficient access rights remove. Yeah. All right, let's try it again. All right, prevent that from being run as a command. Remove item. Okay. There we go. Objects are marked as read-only. All right, let's try force. And let's see if we can get rid of that and have this still work. Cloning. Okay, that was it. Let's get pull, get rebase. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get rid of all this. Downloads, Webi, Vim commentary. Start Vim commentary, and then Vim plugins commentary.vim. Okay, remove all of it. Downloading, installing, cloning. Found every. Okay, cool. Ah, still in progress. Let's see. SH script. What? Let me see what he's got here. What? Which files changed? And commentary. Template. All right, let me see what he's asking about here. Okay, Yorun. Do. Yorun. Which one are you talking about? The changes to each, all of the changes here are to support Git releases. The Vim commentary, the change to the Vim commentary installer is to support as part of testing that this works. Okay, well, I guess I'm not going to pull that in right now after all. Okay. I think the SH script should be added in a different branch. As far as I saw, you parsed it, not adding something new. Yep. Okay. Let's see here. Whoops. All right, so leave commentary out. This one. Path name that's needed. Okay, you know what? It's going to be a lot easier to do. Get rebase main. Get switch. Get feat source. Get rebase dash I. Main. Whoops. Head 15. And then get rid of the ones that we don't absolutely need. So we don't absolutely need this one. Use get sources. Great. We don't absolutely need that one. Release info from get tags. Always support 2 to 3 args. Okay. Okay, get switch. Ref cleanup, get rebase dash I feat get source. And then these ones I can do as a PR against those ones. So I can say get sources, clean up some cleanup I did during number this was done as part of number 17, but moved into a separate minor cleanup and fixes discovered during number 17. While I was doing number 17, I discovered that okay, xcaddy should not rely on a specific go path. PowerShell should also reserve red text for errors. Okay, so now I really gotta go now. I meant to spend about an hour here, now I've spent 3 hours here. You know how it goes. But anyway. I would just redo a couple of these. Hold on. Get switch, get feat. Yeah, there we go. No! 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 Ah! There we go. I kind of want to just fold that in together. But, alright, I'm going to leave that as that. Okay, so the next stream will be the start of Webi 2, which is what I was hoping to do here, but I didn't realize that we didn't have the PowerShell stuff done, so there's that. Also, I'm going to do a little... I'm going to wait on the yellow. Oh, hey, David. Oh, I didn't see you there. Congratulations. I don't know how I did. Oh, because I had I had a win. I got to get out of the habit of accidentally covering that up with Windows. So this is from like 10-20 minutes ago. Unrelated. I can apparently update the playback speed while you're live. That could be useful in the future. Yes. Windows, where there are perms higher than the administrator because reasons. Well, that's Mac OS 2 and Linux also now. So that is... it's because it was a read-only file or something. Anyway, Force seemed to fix it. Had to write a PowerShell script for OpenSSH because I'm still on the edge about Ansible 95% Windows environment. Nice. I remember how much I loathe Windows permissions. Yeah, I haven't had that much trouble with it, actually. Anyway, would you care to give this one a review? I want to let Yorun review that entirely, but if you would give this one a review, that would be appreciated. Oh, whoops. Apparently now I need to git switch. Was that ref cleanup 2, git rebase, feet git source, and git push force on that one. There we go. And then I gotta go. But have a good one. I'll catch you later. And actually, I think I could just do that into main. That would work, actually. Anyway. Okay, let's see, did Yorun get back to me here? I guess I could do this as well. We could do git switch -c. Well, I don't want to do this right now. I need to go. Okay, anyway. Thanks. Catch you later. Adios. Bye. Oh, and I would raid, but I don't have time. I'm already an hour and a half overdue. Bye. What? Oh, how do we end it? Where'd my little...